Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jason Duffney here from Earthworks. We are in Alabama. We're doing something a little different, and I wanted to go ahead and make sure to document it. So we're out here with the good old trusty Jeep and Dingo. We are working with another YouTuber, fellow YouTuber that has a passion for ponds. So we are out here in Alabama in cooperation with Augustine doing a really cool collaboration build. So they call them regional builds. And I'll fill you in on all of it. It's going to be a really great, basically recreational pond designed on a beautiful, beautiful farm. And we've got lots of stuff to go over. So just follow along with the story. It's going to be interesting, informative, and just a fun video to watch and see collaboration in our industry, which in a lot of other industries, you don't get that. You know, guys all from out the States coming together, learning how to be better together. So, all right, I'll catch you soon. Morning guys, day 2, bright and early, sun is just rising. We are about to get started here. So I was able to sleep up in the good old tent. I take every advantage I can when we're going to be working on the farm to be out here in nature. So what was cool is when we reverse the camera. All right, so day 2. We got a lot done yesterday, so the pond, as you can see, is full. We've got the entire waterfall framed out. I'll get a closer look at that later today. Waterfall's framed out. The really cool carved out seating bench in that log installed late last night around 9 o'clock. And we're gonna hit the ground running. So. So pretty much starting right here at the dock. Pretty awesome effect, very small but very impactful. I can imagine their daughter is going to be jumping off in this part of the swim pond over and over and over. So give you a quick once over of the entire project. How cool is this freaking beach? Log backing it up. So this is a beach entrance for the kids to play. Last night, before we had this thing even running, she was down here in the bottom part messing around. So it's definitely gonna get lots of use. The awesome part that everybody wants to see, waterfalls, bogs up top. So the way we'll start this off is something a little interesting. So they're backed up to a lake. This lake is for fishing, like I talked about earlier. We've got a washout section, overflow. So this pond doesn't have a skimmer, like you'll see in a lot of our other videos. This has an intake bay, strictly just an intake bay. So the intake bay is over there. I'll walk over in a little bit and show you vaults and things like that. But all of the water from the waterfall, pond, everything, including jets which are running, pushes into the intake bay. So you basically just skim your material out over there. Everything ends up in that section. Okay, so your pond, swim area, all the way up through the beach and then through the waterfall. A cool feature that they did out here, and if I've got any pictures of it, hopefully we can insert it now, was this section. So he's a fisherman, and this might look like part of the pond because it's very cloudy right now because it just got turned on, but this is a very shallow area. And you can see how the rocks kind of jot in, and so that this water is going to kind of twist and turn through here. The fish are going to be able to, bass, whatever, are going to be able to come up and swim upstream, which is a really cool effect. Also, you have the ability right here to step across. It's not the safest, but we know the kids will be doing it. They're gonna get wet doing it, but yep. So I think this is really cool how this turned out. And then everybody wants to see all the time are the waterfalls. And these waterfalls did turn out pretty spectacular. So really neat insert of a log. I think Ed Blue took, I don't know, 2 hours setting that one log. And then we've got another log up here. This water feature probably has the most amount of wood that I've ever seen in any project whatsoever. Okay, so, and over there you got Ed Blue, Bama Bass, Trevor from Aquascape. They're finishing things up, showing Bama Bass how things work. But here, let me show you the rest of the waterfall. All right, we'll transition up. I mean, it's just so cool how it just trickles around. This is one piece of a log, right? So this is a tree sticking out here, sticking out there. I think it turned out amazing. I'm gonna kind of zoom out so we can see a little bit more, okay? Then you come up to this waterfall, which is like half rock, half half log. They did an amazing job with that. And by the way, we have 3 pumps running in this. 2 pumps are running up to the bog, and I'll explain that in a second. 1 pump is used just to create jets in the pond. The pond is so big that we need circulation in there to get everything to the vault system. All right, this is pretty cool. Their house eventually is gonna be located over here somewhere. So what's cool about this is we have the lawn coming right up to this flat space, because this is going to be the view from inside the house, looking out this way, which they can add on in the future. But the lay of the land comes down like this. And with the lay of the land being like that, it's just more natural, the waterfall going that way. So we want to give an open space here so they could walk up to it. And this part is one of my favorites. This log. I know it doesn't look like much here, but this, like how the stream comes alive around this corner, this looks the most natural of this entire project that you would see something in nature. We got this decorative cobble, looks amazing. And then it kicks up to the bog. So I'm not sure if I've talked about it earlier, so I'll talk about it one more time. The bog is set up. This is the biological filtration. You guys have seen a lot of biofalls that we've done in the past. Basically, this is where all your bacteria is happening. This is what filters the entire pond. So this bog is done by a square footage of the pond and so on and so forth. But the main point is it's going to filter the heck out of this thing. You can see a little bit of stirring water over here in the corner. So what we've done, the bog doesn't need that much water for it actually to go ahead and do its part with filtration. So we've got 1 pump actually pumping into the bottom, up through the aqua blocks, rock and gravel, and then the secondary pump is just right here on the surface, so that the surface is looking good. If you pump too much water in, it can actually do harm. Bacteria can actually colonize. So yeah, all I gotta say, guys, is this thing turned out awesome. It was a 3-day, well, I guess they were here 2 weeks ago, but really amazing project, a lot of amazing people, and I hope I have enough photos and can share more about these guys. All right, until next time, check you guys later.